My fellow Americans, I bring you a joyous day. This is the day many of you have been waiting for a very long time. It has been months in the making on multiple levels, and I'm very excited to announce that today we will be numbering and randoming arguably one of the coolest little things we've ever made. What's going on, Mr. Maitland? DCD Collects presents 300. This is for our G.I. Joe fans. This is for our original art fans, which should be all of you. And this is for those who want a little bit of a little piece of history. It is cool. It turned out better than we imagined because all of the pieces fell into place. Yo, Joe Doug, what's up, man? I'm going to make this live right now, and then I'm going to start numbering. And as I'm numbering, I will let you know exactly what this is. But I was going to wait until right now to make sure everybody can get in on this. If my tablet lets me. So, we have diligently worked with Jamie Sullivan to put together this amazing thing. Each one of these boxes, and there's, boxes, envelopes, containers, each one of these has a really awesome piece of art in it. Ooh, this marker doesn't want to show up as well. Let me switch markers. I got multiples. See if this one's any better. Oh, yeah. Let's throw this one in the toilet. Ah! It is crunchy. And it's okay, it can be. It's well protected. So, this is what makes this cool. Every single one of these has a signed copy of the 300 final edition of G.I. Joe, which started in 1982 and ended last month. This is a small look at the cover Jamie Sullivan did for it. It broke the record for most named characters on a cover. It's a wraparound with over 300. Through Mr. Sullivan, we were able to procure quite a few of the original art pieces for the individual characters. So you are going to get a one of one, the original piece of art for the character. And then you get to play a little game of Where's Waldo, trying to find him on the signed comic book you will also be receiving. Now, I didn't sign the comic books. Doug didn't sign the comic books. Trevor did not sign the comic books. Jamie Sullivan signed the comic books, which is way cooler than us. So you get a chance to own a literal piece of comic book history, which not many people get to see. They get to do that. My dear friend Doug was gracious enough to gift me a character and a copy of the comic. So I also join the ranks of anybody else who buys one of these as the only owners of a character from the cover. And one lucky so-and-so is actually going to win both Duke and the Cobra Commander. And believe it or not, that is not necessarily the biggest hit in the box, though it's probably the most iconic. Because there are limited edition posters, limited out of 100, 2 of them, that can be found randomly inserted as well via redemption. Each one of these pieces of art come with a signed certificate of authenticity from Jamie himself, as well as a color cutout of it so you can find it on your cover more easily. Mine was super easy. My dude's in the upper left-hand corner of the back. Just happened to be one of the easiest ones to find because he was in the corner. Much how I spent my youth in school, in the corner. 25 of them is what we have for now. What's going on, Ice Wolf? Sweet bonus cut auto included. Sweet bonus cut auto. Actually, come to think of it, I believe every single one of these technically has 2 autographs in it. Technically. Because he signed the certificates. All right, let's random. This, and we were kind of gushing about it today when we were putting everything together. This is arguably one of the cooler things we've done when it comes to Cool Factor, because it is literally a tangible piece of art from a cover that is going to, basically, it's iconic. And it's going to be even more so considering it's the last of the run. We're going to random these 7 times. That's going to be the order that we distribute these in so that there's no shenanigans. Hola, ¿qué pasó, hermano? All right, that's going to be the order. Oh, these, I'm telling you, it's going to be arguably one of the coolest things that we've done. It really is. Wait till you see. Seeing is believing. What's going on, Dangle? What is going on, man? Let me grab these real quick. Mondo is the first to jump in. So, Mondo, you're going to get number 16. The order is going to be 16, 15, 19, 2, 22, 13, 21, 7, 14, 24, 9, 12, 4, 18, 23, 3, 1, 11, 5, 20, 17, 6, 8, 25, 10, and Mondo gets the first. And now my phone is exploding. Chef, what's up, man? He says, my child called and I missed the numbering. I call shenanigans already. I hate my mail. Package 1 delivered. Package 2 is kind of missing from North Houston, just north of Galveston. Sorry, man. I sent him on the same day. All right, so Mondo is going to get us started with number 16. Let me find number 16. There's number 16. Let me get the rest of these out of the way. For now. Don't fall. Okay? Don't fall. Thank you. I'm excited. Salute. All right, Armando, the keeper of the Quan. I'm going to need to change this focus since this is a larger item. Good, Chef. I like it when a plan comes together. Hello, lady. Mondo is feeling the fire. All right, I'm probably going to be about this, probably about this close. So let's focus right there. A little bit farther than I normally go because these are larger. All right, here we go. And it is DCD Collects presents 300 with Jamie Sullivan. 16 of 25. Blaster. Blaster character number 72. Signed by Jay Sullivan at the bottom. With the certificate of authenticity. As well as a color version so that you can find him on your autographed comic. Now, let's see if we can find Blaster. Blaster is not on the cover. So he's on the back cover with mine. All right, where are you, Blaster? For the record, that's my guy right there. He is I told you, it's like a Where's Waldo. I know he is behind. Where is he? Is he on the front? There he is. He is on the front. Blaster. There's your character. And there he is right there. So you are on the front. There you go. Now, each of these are the only ones there are. These are one of ones. He only made one original cover art for each character. So now, Mondo, you own the only copy of Blaster used on the record-breaking 300 cover and a signed copy for your collection. Officially, you own a piece of history. Congratulations, man. What's going on, Don? Oh, Don, don't look. Don, don't look. You don't want to see any of this. Don, this is G.I. Joe, and I know you hate G.I. Joe. And before you ask, Don, no, Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes are not in here. But Red Ninja is. Don's like, too late, yo, Joe. Yeah, so now you can see. Dangle, I want to apologize. I didn't get your joke until right now. Where's Blaster? Is it next to Master? Like Master Blaster? I got it. Touché, friend. I appreciate you. So as you can see, this is why we're kind of stoked about this. Is because, and the Dangle's got one coming too. This is literally, this is the only way that you can get in on this and have it paired up with a signed copy of the cover. And here's the funny thing. So we actually approached Jay Sullivan and said, hey, this is what we're thinking of doing. And he's like, I love the idea. I'm paraphrasing. And then we said, we want to pair it up with the copy of yours. Now, his is a variant. And it's a very sought after variant. So when we showed up with about 30 copies of his variant right here at the con, he said, how did you get so many copies of this? That's not easy. And yeah, we're like, oh, we got a guy. And we did. And we do. Dangle, you drew 15 of 25. So good luck to you, friend. But he, the artist, was impressed that we were able to get our hands on so many copies. And he even said, how about I remark a few? Who are we to yell and argue with the man? All right, Dangle. Oh, congratulations! Oh, Dangle. Oh, Dangle. Dangle's got the dangle tingle. Dangle's got the tingle. You've got Backblast. Go Army! He is the 101st character he has put on there. And as if it was scripted, you have won a remarked copy of 300. Hey, Don, who's that guy? AKA that guy. Don's like, wow, that's awesome. All right, let's find it. Go Army. I want to say yours is on the back, because I think I've actually looked for yours before. Oh, no, there he is. You're on the cover as well. Right under the G.I. Joe logo. That is you. That's you. Right there. Right there. There is your Waldo. And there is your remark. Signed, remarked, and authenticated art. Congratulations, Dangle. You now own a piece of history. You are welcome. I mean, let's be real. Are these not cool or what? Like, it's I got the goosebumps. It's got such a cool factor. There is no other place that you can get something so awesome together. Dangle is also like, I heard you had another box of Topps Chrome Light. There you go, buddy. That's yours as well. I will open that in a second. First, let's get Chef's G.I. Joe opened, and then we'll jump into your cards. How does that sound? Because, Chef's excited. And I don't want Chef to, Chef gets excited. You may not know this. Occasionally, if he gets too excited, he'll piddle. And we don't want our dear friend Lady Amnesty to have to deal with him piddling again. Number 19. See, Don, it is pretty awesome. Going on, Pan? How you doing, man? Good to see you. $19 is a good number. All right, Chef, you got 19 to 25. I'm gonna make this like the new hotness. I'm gonna get our logo on this for opening up envelopes. Forget the box cutter. I'm gonna make these cool. Appreciate it, man. Congratulations! Oh, Chef. Oh, Chef. Now, hits are going to fall almost, actually, it's a little bit better than 1 in 3. It's between 1 in 2 and 1 in 3. You have roughly an every other to every third chance of getting a hit. What constitutes a hit? Well, a hit would either be either of the two limited edition posters or a remarked comic book or an extremely well known character, i.e., a franchise character. So let's see if you have a remarked comic book. No, yours is simply signed. Well, Chef, I didn't see a redemption for a poster in there. That must mean you, my friend, have a marquee icon of a character. Who's it gonna be? Baroness! Hey now. I never realized how much I liked the Baroness until right now. Congratulations! You've got the babe of the bad guys. And there she is. Dang, homie. Take a look at that. Sorry, lady. It was the luck of the draw. Don't worry, Chef. If the missus gets mad, you can always trade. I know for a fact she is on the back. Ice is like between Storm Shadow and Firefly. There she is. The Baroness. She's like, all good. I want to point out somebody will walk away with the Cobra Commander and Duke. All right, man, congratulations. That is a very big hit. All right, Dangle. I'm not going to keep you waiting any longer. This is, I didn't realize we didn't have the right number in on the website last week. So as I was kind of looking at the inventory, I realized we had an extra one that wasn't accounted for. And after running it by Trevor and Doug, we realized we can go ahead and sell this one. It's not allotted for anything. So Dangle, you're the first to notice it was there. It is the only box we have, and it is the last box we have. So good luck, man. Let's get some buybacks and some rookies. All right, good luck, Dangle. Gonna have to change the focus again. This time I kept it open. There we go. Wells, Mountcastle, and DeGrom. Get my sleeves ready. Hap and Hap. What would you like in your coffee? Oh, a little Hap and Hap. Kowloon. Vlad and Giancarlo. There is Santana. Breathe in the coffee. Hello, Nikki. There's a nice DeGrom. There's also an extra card in this pack. And it looks pretty teal. Michael Brantley out of a $1.99. It's the vicious 187 of 199. Correa with the contract with the Mets. Vato and the beer. I also remember when they were 25 cents. I used to buy my hockey cards for $0.25. Coar and Thompson. All right, so far nothing to write home about, Dangle. How about we turn up the juice on the next pack? Vierling. Tatis. What did you miss? Nothing, because I'm just now hitting the Mike Trout. And Zimmerman. Lou. Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy right there. And Chris Sale. That's Michael Jackson Trout, Doug says. Barrios. Sager. Bruin. Rosarena. There's a dud of a pack. I don't know. Where are the M's? Greinke. Soler. Bichette. Bellinger. Tatis. Pup. gray, and gray. Hey, look, there's your M. There you go, Dangle. That's an M. Soto, Adele, Freeman, and McCutchen. All right, 2 packs to go. Barrios and Tucker. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Patrick Wisdom. Urias. Molina. And Raleigh. He looks like an M, though the team is an S. What's up, Johnny Ron? How you doing, man? All right, Dangle. Not the best box on the planet. But at least they were not covered in poop. The big dumper. You're welcome, man. Yeah, with all of those chases, it at least makes it interesting. But yeah, making this was fun. Sorting out what characters and how we were going to distribute them. Is any G.I. Joe art pulled yet? Yeah, man, you missed 3. Now the question is, Doug, do I tell you what you missed or do I make you rewatch the video? I'll give you a hint. One of the major characters was pulled. A remark was also pulled. Just saying. Yep, you tell me. He's like, I'm not watching the video. Baroness. Baroness was already pulled. So in the first 3 envelopes, one of the big names. Then there was a remark. I think the Baroness was on the back cover. The other 2 were on the front cover. Blaster was the other one. It is a very nice Baroness. That went to Chef. So I'm sure Chef is pretty stoked to have that. Let me actually set the order for these real quick while I have some time. All right. 10, 25. I'm building it from the bottom up right now. 8. 6. 17. Taventi, Finsky, 11, Uno, 3, 23, 18, 4, 12, 9er. Did I hear a 9er in there? 24, 14, 7. Lucky number 7 is active. 21. Lucky number 13, 22, and 2. All right, now they are in order. I was always a Shipwreck fan because of the bird. I also liked the Twins and Scarlet for obvious reasons. Sergeant Slaughter was one of my favorites when I was in my wrestling era, and for that to be a crossover was the best. Ice Wolf's like Snake Eyes all the way. I liked Gung Ho's energy. Never a Duke fan. Shipwreck, yeah. Yep. Never really a Duke fan. I'm not going to say I cheered when Serpentor killed him. But not one of my favorite. Wild Bill, Roadblock, Ripcord, Barbecue, Alpine, Tunnel Rat, Don. A good portion of those are in here. Sergeant Slaughter, absolutely. Duke costume from the movies. Dangle said you better give me one more of those. Give me the deuce. I want the deuce, he said. So this here will be the Dangle Deuce. Never seen a Dangle Deuce, but I've seen a Deuce Dangle. All right, Dangle, are you ready? Let's get that focus back. I actually decided to keep that window open just for this moment right here. It's Barrel Roll! The 146th character that Jay Sullivan put pen to paper. I believe Barrel Roll would be on the back, right? Ah, no, he's right there. He's a good guy. There he is. That is your Barrel Roll. Oop. Don said, let's not forget G.I. Joe Steeler, who was, of course, from Pittsburgh. There you go, man. Each one of these is hand-signed. Man is like, these drawings make me sad because it immediately reminds me the best I can do is stick figures. Buddy, I struggle with stick figures. At least you get that far. Thank you, Dangle. We thought these were pretty dang cool, too. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's different. It's not every day that you can own an original piece of art from a record-breaking cover, be the only person that owns that piece of art, and literally see on the same cover that thousands to tens of thousands of people got to see as well. And no, I own that character's art right there. Right there. We were talking today about how talented artists are. It's really irksome. Blank Lee and his undeniable talent. That's true. We were. Those are exactly the words that came to mind, too. Blank that guy and his undeniable talent. So, yeah, that reminds me. Speaking of undeniable talent, people have asked what days we are going to be live this week with a holiday. But normal days. We will be live to right now, because if we're not live right now, then I've had a severe concussion and I'm imagining all of this. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, I will be here through Thursday Night Football. And Friday, the eve of days, well, not technically the eve of days, but the eve of the holiday, we will be here. Saturdays are a no-go moving forward. Tomorrow morning, the DCD Collects crew will be at Neil Adams' Krusty Bunker comic book store at about 11 a.m. to talk comics, talk art, and maybe do some submissions for CGC. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? So we are kind of excited. If you did not see, I got my second finger today from Paul. I only saw the thing. I have not been on Discord very much today, Chef. I mean, I'll take a look right now. Oh, goodness. Excuse me, I've been here since about 10:30 in the morning. I do see it. Is that from Army of Darkness? Is that Army of Darkness? All right, Panda. Take care, man. Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I do work hard, and it's nice that you appreciate that. Thank you, bud. You have a great evening. Evil Dead 2. Okay. Yeah, that's yes, Evil Dead 2. I knew what I meant. I said the wrong film, but yes, the franchise, The Cabin, shutting it and flying off. Yeah. There is a scene where he gets flicked off by his own hand. Don says, we hired an artist to work at my daughter's birthday when she was younger. Each kid got a drawing of their choice to take home instead of a bag full of candy. The only mistake we made was trying to entertain the kids who only wanted to watch the artist draw. And now you know, simply hire an artist, save the money on all of the games, the ponies, and the clowns, and just give them original art and they'll be mystified watching them. In the long run, he individually may be more expensive than a clown or a pony show, but the kids will get something better out of it. I am a Bruce Campbell fan. I had the pleasure of meeting Bruce Campbell. Very funny guy in person. If you ever get a chance to meet him, mention that you bought his book, If Chins Could Kill, and he will instantly like you exponentially more, because he actually stopped the line to tell me how wonderful and intelligent I was for buying his autobiography. And it was very funny. He was just like ripping off autographs, like, there you go, hey, here you go. And then I was like, if chins could kill. And he was like, whoa. You, sir, are a man of high intelligence. And I'm like, I know. Thank you. It's okay. I'll take the compliments from international superstar, the Pizza Papa himself, Bruce Campbell. Nice, Don. There you go. Get a little something for yourself. But no, Bruce Campbell, awesome dude. Got to meet him at Comic-Con. Very cool dude. One of my childhood acting heroes, because I looked at him, was like, the dude's just got a plastic face and this great voice and this definitive look. He should be like in every movie and every TV show. It did not end up that way, but I, as a kid, thought he needed to be in everything. And shame on you for canceling Briscoe County Jr. All right, Doug is done. Adios, Doug. Doug, I'll see you tomorrow, man. I will see you, for me, bright and early. For you, midday. So yeah, that today so here's what we did today. Everybody, I shouldn't say everybody. Trevor, Doug, and I were here in Santa Barbara. We put together the break that you just saw pieces of. We discussed two of our upcoming breaks. I don't believe we have one coming out next week. I think we agreed to put one on the back burner. But we got the art. It's not here, is it? Nope, it's not. We got the art for an upcoming one that Paul Maitland is part of, that Sketch School is part of, that Kayla is part of, and that the Kaiser is part of. How about those four big names? They did a little project. We're waiting on just one more piece of art to come in, and then we decided a little bit outside the box to pair up the art with something we've never paired art up with before. And because we decided to do something different, it's pushing the project back a couple of weeks, but it's going to make it that much more awesome. Paul, everything. Always happy to flip you the bird. Well put. Well put. Paul, we were just talking about some of the art we just got in, and that we're pushing back one of the projects a couple of weeks so that we could acquire some really cool things that we've never put with art before. It's a pairing that came as an epiphany to me, and I will take credit for the idea, and I will give credit to Doug for the execution or the soon-to-be execution of the idea, and I will give credit to Trevor for enthusiastically thinking that it was one of the better ideas that I personally have come up with, because a majority of my ideas are absolute dog doo-doo. And for me to really have a great idea was momentous, and I appreciate Trevor pointing it out and agreeing that it was a good idea, which I promptly said, all right, that's it. 2022 is over. Don't expect anything from me again until middle of 2023, where I will have my one good idea of the year and move on. Paul, I'll just DM you a what we're thinking of doing, because you're in it, so you deserve to know. Nobody else though. Sorry, gotta wait for it to come out. I still want dad jokes for Father's Day. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been a father for 7 years and I don't even know what month Father's Day is in. March? Maybe? When is Father's Day? I don't even know. Oh yeah, it's probably the one that I'm talking about, lady. I really don't celebrate Father's Day all that much. I don't consider myself a very good dad. I know, Don, right? I know. If only you can meet us for, well, you know what? In 2 months, you can meet me for coffee and dinner and lunch. June is Father's Day? Yeah, see, I don't even know. I don't even know. That's how much I follow Father's Day. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh no, it's the other one. The other one. We have so many things in the cooking in the kitchen that it's got that international stank up in here. That's how much we got cooking. Anybody who's lived in a dorm or a large apartment building or New York City knows exactly what I mean. All I know is I spent Father's Day with Stan Lee 1 year. It was worth skipping spending time with my dad. I needed to fill my stream with something. I get it, man. Although your witty banter probably could fill up an entire stream. I object to all the sex on the telly. I mean, I keep falling. That's a dad joke courtesy of Lady Amnesty. Your witty banner, maybe. Oh, no, no. Phone blowing up. I wouldn't say I have witty. Well, actually, I mean I have banter. Witty? That's generous. But banter, yeah, I have banter. Chef's like, bada zing. It's Monty Python, actually. I'm not that funny. That's funny. What was I watching the other day? I was watching something the other day, and I had a spontaneous urge to see the parrot sketch. But I decided not to watch the original parrot sketch. I watched the anniversary live special version of the parrot sketch. The one where John Cleese looks like he's almost bored doing it, but he's still nailing every line. And then he goes into an ad lib at the end, and it was just genius because the ad lib made up for all of him seeing bored because he just went off. And you were just like, ha ha ha, he does care. If you're a John Cleese fan, something that I don't think came over to the United States is Fawlty Towers. That was a show on BBC that featured John Cleese as the owner of a hotel. Live in the Hollywood Bowl, I more than likely have seen everything that they've done. I grew up a Python fanatic. All right, Rotten Man, good to see you. Take care, be safe. If I don't see you before your designated holiday, happy whatever you celebrate. Yeah, I love when I grew up in the sticks. I literally grew up next to a heifer farm. Only 6 episodes of Fawlty Towers. Still. Fawlty Towers. I loved Blackadder and Red Dwarf. You're welcome, buddy. Not many people know Red Dwarf. You have to be a real sci-fi nerd or an Anglophile to know Red Dwarf. It's one of the earliest things that Craig Ferguson ever did. He did a cameo there. Schmeg. Ice Wolf knows. Of course Ice Wolf knows. Red Dwarf is a classic. Red Dwarf it's sci-fi. It is, if I were to classify it, I would say part Hitchhiker's Guide, part, I wouldn't say Doctor Who, but I'd say it's definitely part Douglas Adams. Terry Farrell as Cat in The American Pilot, though? No. The American Pilot? Ugh. Or to quote our dear friend Chuck Brown, arg. Gotta watch the original. The American Pilot, I don't know why they bothered trying to do that. Not many things translate from the UK to America. The Office is one of the exceptions. American adaptations of British shows or Japanese ones destroy the shows. Yes. And the reason is America is so uptight about broadcasting. Believe it or not, the UK and abroad don't have the filters that the US does. Sanford and Son, yeah. Yep, Steptoe and Son. And I think it ran longer than Steptoe and Son. you can do things overseas on film that would be considered a fine here in the US. For instance, there is no MPAA for movies in most overseas countries. Like Australia. Do whatever you want, Australian film. The UK, depending on what time it comes on, there is nudity on basic television. Now, basic television is not really basic television. You have to pay for every channel. Back when I lived in England, there was only the BBC networks. It was like BBC 1 through, I don't know, 9, 12, something like that. Now they have like Sky and you have a bunch of channels. The Watershed. So you could be watching like Masterpiece Theater. Here's an example. Masterpiece Theater had a movie based on a book, Moll Flanders. Moll, I think it's Moll Flanders. ITV, BBC had 2 channels. There was ITV and Channel 4. I want to say it was Moll Flanders is the name of the movie. It has River Song from Doctor Who in it. And she is topless for a very large portion of that Masterpiece Theater classic. That was played later in the evening. That was meant for people who liked high art. You would not have been able to see that at 8 o'clock at night here in the US on anything other than Skinamax or HBO. Paul Maitland knows. It's just normal. Like that nudity in 9 p.m. Thank you. Nudity in context is normal overseas in most non-oppressive countries. Obviously, Qatar doesn't have that. As a matter of fact, Qatar probably doesn't have women on television. Period. Fully burqa'd up, Qatar probably doesn't have women on TV. But yes, after the golden hour, you watch whatever you want. Now, if you watch Channel 4, there was a show called Eurotrash. It was really not arty. There is interesting television everywhere. I watched Moll. I want to say it was Moll. I gotta look it up now. Because I know there's a bunch of my horny followers watching this that want to know where they can see River Song without her top on. Oh, yeah, it is. Alex Kingston, for those who don't know, that is, let me pull this up real quick. River Song, yes, is played by Alex Kingston. But I would like to point out the other person that stars in this film is Daniel Craig with a full wig of curly hair. It's Daniel Craig and Alex Kingston. Moll Flanders. Now, I'm not going to tell you to watch this because Alex Kingston is topless in it. It's actually a really good movie. I didn't even remember that it was 007 in there. chamomile lawn caused a stir for full frontal male nudity or female nudity. And last year, British showed its first ever. I'm going to pause it right there, Paul. She was married to Ned. That's Ned's second wife. Done. But no, seriously though, BBC TV, like you would go there, you would watch the master classics brought to life in television. Another really good one that actually had Tom Hardy in it. Brilliant film with Tom Hardy. I gotta find that now too. All right, where is it? I might as well just look up his movies. Wuthering Heights. This was an awesome movie. Terrible wigs, but awesome movie. This is when Tom Hardy still thought he was going to be a male model. Yes, Tom Hardy originally was a male model. If you get an opportunity to see Tom Hardy's MySpace page, it's everything you would hope it would be. Now, mind you, at the same time, he was a crack addict, which I don't think he is anymore. But this is very young Tom Hardy. I'm talking 2009 Tom Hardy, which means it would have been shot in 2008. So that's roughly 14 years ago. That puts him at about 31 years old. Have I seen Legend? I have. Now, mind you, he didn't start his acting career until right around then. Yeah, 2001, he started with Black Hawk Down, and then 2002 was Star Trek Nemesis. So this was within the first 6 years of his acting. Not as early as I thought it was, but still early in his career. Oh, Inugo. Inugo. Yep. All right, time to get comfortable. If you get an opportunity to watch BBC, old school BBC, I recommend it. Because the BBC did not have a lot, and British filmmaking was never considered the level of Hollywood, they put a lot into the stories. And everything was shot on location because they didn't have to go anywhere. They had actual real castles that they could go to. They're the masterpieces, the masterpiece theater stuff that they did, all of it's good. I recommend it. If you're a fan of all things England, or you're a fan of good high art film, BBC stuff is great. I'm a foreign film nerd. I don't get to see as much as I want to because Mel is not a fan of foreign film, but I love foreign film. You can get away with a lot more. Hmm. I have an idea. No excuse for the third episode of the Dracula remake. It was great until part 3. I don't think Dracula should ever be made again. The Dracula that's on film now in every iteration is good enough for us never to make another Dracula movie. That's my hot take. Robin the Hooded Man. All right. I have been here for a very long day. Hey, just a suggestion, but can we get the artist to recommend frame sizes for the hits, please? Yeah. Depends on which. We're doing stuff of all different sizes. We actually have the idea to do a run that already comes either matted or framed. That is a super secret I wasn't supposed to say out loud. But we're working on doing a pre-framed set coming up. I'm going to be honest with all of you. I have been here since 10:30 a.m. It is now 7:20 p.m. So I am tired, and I'm gonna actually I'm gonna wrap it up. I hate to be so abrupt. I'm exhausted. What I am gonna do though, because I don't want to leave you bored on a Wednesday, I am going to raid Follow the Kaiser so that we can talk about his wonderful inking skills and remind him that he is the best inker on the planet. But first, I would like to remind all of you that I love each and every one of you. I appreciate that you're here with me, and I want you to take care of yourselves and each other so we can do this again tomorrow. As you know, our Thursdays can get pretty cray-cray in here. So definitely stay tuned, and we will get some more openings in before the holiday break. For those who have Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. I believe this is what, day 3 for you. So happy Hanukkah. And let's see what the Kaiser is up to. All right, everybody, take care, be safe. Again, I love you all. And we are raiding.